Big game in the Parc des Princes tomorrow night. The Champions League is kind of back. We're playing in Ligue 1, but we're playing a Champions League opponent, and it is a game that is critical in the hunt for the Ligue 1 title, and it could very well define what the rest of the season is going to look like. Everyone is focused on Chelsea. They shouldn't be. Let me tell you why this PSG Monaco game could be a game changer for us this season. So PSG Monaco, again, third time we're playing them in about 3 weeks. I cannot do it anymore. I'm so tired of playing Monaco. But here we are, at least it's the last one. We're playing in Ligue 1 this time. It is like technically not a Champions League game, but it is a Champions League level opponent. And yeah, I do think it's a turning point in the Ligue 1 season, because we are already 4 points clear of Lens, who's in second place. If we win this game, we take 7 points, 7 points lead. I'll grant Lens is playing this weekend against Metz in Lens, in what on paper should be an easy game for them. I'll throw my head out. I don't think it's such an easy game, because they're going to be playing in Lyon in the Coupe de France tonight. So they're only gonna have a couple of days to like in between game, and then Metz. Yes, they are at the bottom of the table. Yes, they are not like the strongest of opponents and so on, but they can be tricky. They can like park a bus. They can like sit tight in defense. I think, like, a Lens team that's been going through a couple of like bad performances and bad results in Ligue 1. I imagine like whatever happens in Lyon, it's going to be a very demanding kind of game, which they could lose. They could very well lose, get eliminated from the Coupe de France. Then they go back. They're already 4 points behind PSG. Cannot lose. Yeah, it's not impossible that the bad performances start accumulating, that they start being in their head a little bit. And yeah, if that happens, even if they draw, imagine like at the end of this Ligue 1 day, PSG being 6 or 7 points clear, that's game over. It basically means like we're winning the Champions, the Ligue 1. Because ultimately after this, PSG, we only have two really tricky games left in the season. We have Lens in Lens, and we have Lyon in Parc des Princes. And if we're 6 points clear, we've got a better goal difference already. It means we could lose those two games and still stay in the lead in Ligue 1. So it gives us a huge buffer that honestly I don't see Lens being able to make their way back from that point. On the other end, let's play like the little nightmare scenario. Let's say we lose against Monaco, which we know is a tough opponent, and we know like they came very close to beating us in the Champions League. Lens wins their game against Metz, and it's a 1 point gap again. We would have lost our cushion. We're going in the Champions League and knowing that we're going to expend a lot of energy, knowing that we still have two critical games coming up, and all of a sudden we put Lens back in the game, and the mental dynamic shift again. So honestly, not joking, it is a critical turning point in the Ligue 1 season, and I think, knowing that everyone is so focused on the Chelsea game and everyone is so like, as the Champions League in their crosshair, and this is the only thing that matters to anyone right now. Yeah, I'm not really worried, because I've heard like Luis Enrique's press conference. We've seen like how the player act and react this season. I think everyone knows the importance, and I think like the players have seen firsthand how difficult an opponent Monaco can be, and I wouldn't be surprised if the player have a tiny score to settle against Monaco and want to show that their win in the Champions League, it wasn't stolen. It wasn't just a matter of getting red card. It wasn't just a matter of Monaco making a couple of small mistakes. We were the better team, and they are the better players, and they want to show it. And I think in Ligue 1, obviously, like I expect Monaco is not gonna have the exact same level of motivation. I think for them, they're gonna have the same thing going on. Is that they're gonna want to even the score after getting kicked out of the Champions League. But in Ligue 1 in Paris, could be tough for them. And I think the last piece of the puzzle as well is that Luis Enrique has kind of hinted that he might not be rotating the team a lot. We've got, I think, a 4 or 5 day window, 4-day window between our Monaco game and the first Chelsea game, which gives us a bit of time to rest people and get back into match fitness. And so it's an opportunity for starting 11 to play together and kind of like get some time together, get into place ahead of the Chelsea game. And so for me, like, yeah, I very much assume that we're going to be playing close to our top starting 11 at this point, with a few players returning as well who could be getting some game time. So it is like probably like like a slightly, like I think a strong PSG team and maybe a slightly stronger PSG team than what we had against Monaco. In terms of the starting 11 and what it looks like, I think Safonov in goal. I think a back four of Hakimi, Pacho, Marquinhos, and Nuno Mendes. Midfield 3 is where we've got a few gaps because both Fabian Ruiz is still injured, obviously. But Joao Neves is also confirmed missing for this game. And so it could be Vitinha, Warren Zaire-Emery, and then the third spot, personally, I think goes to Kang In Lee. But it's not that clear-cut. And so let me talk about the offense, and like I'll get into it. So the offensive line, Dembele is back in the squad, but he's expected to start on the bench and then get some minutes, maybe around the 60th, and get on the pitch at this point. And so I think our front three is going to be Kvara on the left, Barcola in the middle again, and Doué on the right. And that's where my question mark is, that Doué and Lee, who plays where? We know Kang In Lee can play on the right, and he's done very well against Le Havre. And I really like the partnership of Kang In Lee on the right, sending in crosses towards Barcola in the middle. I think that's a good little partnership there. Doué in midfield, we know it's been tried before, and it's something that a lot of people want to see more of. And so, you know, it'd be interesting to see. I see like both players being on the pitch, but I'm honestly not entirely certain which one plays on up front on the right and which one plays in middle. So we're going to have to see. There can always be a surprise with Luis Enrique. So not impossible that João Fernandes could actually get a start. I've seen some media talking about Beraldo maybe starting instead of Pacho, who's looked a bit tired in recent weeks. I think it's a long shot, but, you know, it's Luis Enrique. Anything could happen. And I think, you know, ultimately the Monaco team very likely are going to be looking very similar to how they looked against us in the park in the Champions League. And so, you know, fielding a 3-4-3 kind of formation, Keun in goal, Kehrer, Zakaria, and Woodface in central defense, Venderson, Bamba, Camara, and Caio Henrique as this line of four. And then up front, Balogun as number 9 with Akliouche on the right, and Golovin, who's not suspended, obviously, coming back and taking the last spot. There's a few uncertainties, though, on this Monaco team. Obviously, they still have a lot of players injured and missing. But Zakaria, who is slated to be a possible starter, was only trained indoors, didn't make it into a training pitch because of some old injuries that he's still feeling. And then a couple of big name substitutes. Mika Bires was sick yesterday, and Jordan Teze also had to only work indoors. So I think all three, no, so far, like they're in the squad for this game. But probably not at 100%, or like might have some last minute adjustments to make. So in terms of my expectations for this game, I kind of hinted at it. Honestly, for me, I think it's a big game, a complicated game, one that I think people kind of overlook because we're already looking at Chelsea and everything is about Chelsea. But I think it's a big dress rehearsal to have just before. I do think PSG wins, and I think PSG wins more comfortably than what we've seen in the Champions League. Because I think without the little music at the beginning, Monaco is not going to be exactly at the same level. And I think for us, our team is really going to want to not only get the win, but make a little bit of a statement. Don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting a 3-0 win or anything like this. But I think the players will want to get the win just to put themselves in the best dynamic ahead of Chelsea, which must be in their head as well, because they know that it's important to win this game in Ligue 1 to try to extend their buffer of points, or at least not lose the 4-point buffer just after getting it. And I think, looking at the Champions League games, looking at how those went, they'll want to show that they are the better team, that, the little doubts and gaps and the question marks that a lot of people had after the Champions League weren't warranted. Luis Enrique in his press conference, he was actually pretty interesting. He talked very positively about the fitness level among the squad. He talked very positively about the mentality and didn't really agree with the idea of any tiredness on either front. I'm feeling some energy. I don't know. I'm always optimistic. You're starting to know me. I'm a fan before anything, and so I'm always gonna be kind of hoping for the best and expecting the best from this PSG team. But I think I think we're gonna see a good game, and hopefully this PSG team I'm not gonna say start. I'm not gonna say continue, but ramps up a little bit further, and we see some slight improvements as well. I'd love to see some of our forwards scoring again. I'd love to see Barcola scoring again. If he could score 2 goals or more in 2 games, that's kind of great confidence going into the Chelsea game. I want to see Dembele on the pitch again, hopefully with feeling good and looking good. I want to see Vitinha at a slightly higher level than what we've seen. Monaco created a lot of problem for Vitinha in the Champions League game by looking after him on an individual basis. He can beat that. He should be able to beat that, and I expect them to try the same thing, and I expect him to beat that this time. I expect Nuno Mendes to not get surprised at the far post. I expect good things. I expect the little details which had been missing in the past few games, for some of them to start clicking into place. I'm not hoping for everything. I'm not hoping for a final of the Champions League kind of performance, but there should be something there. I think ultimately, I'm not expecting a 3-0, but honestly, a good solid 2-0 controlling performance, no real drama, no real question mark. I think that'd be perfect. I'd be very happy with that. I'll take that. I think honestly, even a 1-0, I'll be very happy and I'll take it. Ultimately, it is about doing what we need to do in Ligue 1. Critical. We don't have that many jokers left in Ligue 1. We need to make sure that in those very few big games remaining, and that's the first one out of 3, like I said, we need to take points. So if we take points now, that's a buffer of points that we don't need to take later. So let's do it now. Let's take the points. Let's do the job in Ligue 1. And let's put ourselves in the best possible position ahead of the Chelsea game to, have the 3 days, the 4 days in between games in peace, not have endless commentary about this PSG team not being at the same level and so on and so forth, and be able to have some peace and quiet ahead of Chelsea. So, this is what I had for you guys on this game. Big game, big critical moment. Sorry, when was there? Big critical moment for Ligue 1. Like I said, let me know in the comment what's your prediction for this game. What are your expectations? How do you see this PSG team facing off against Monaco? We know the team very well. We know the opponents very well. We know how they're going to come at us. They're the same. They're in the same situation. They know us. They've played us. They know like the strengths that we have and the capabilities that we have. And yeah, like it's gonna be a really good game of football. So let me know. Yeah, let me know what you think. As always, please leave a like on the video if you made it this far. Really helps the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I never say it enough, but subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Daily video on PSG in English by an authentic French PSG fan, long-time fan. That's gold. That's stuff you want to have in your feed. So do subscribe. The button is just somewhere down there. And once you've done that, also hit the bell. Very important, so you get notified whenever I post a new video and you don't miss out anything. So do all of those things, and don't forget Monaco again. But once again, ici c'est Paris!